Don't be shy. Don't be scared.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There we go.
are you ready to talk some shop? The boss and the box. Talking shop with 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 the boss and the box. Oh, hello, my friends. How is everybody doing tonight? Oh, wait a minute. What happened to Lunchbox? Wait, where is he?
Oh, damn it, Brandon. Like you said, you're going to have to be dealing with this shit all night. But it's okay. My voice carries for miles and miles. While you fix that, I will go ahead and say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 96 of Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box. I am 1/3 of your humble, handsome, heavyweight co-host trio. That is the Lunchbox. One word, capital L, capital B. Thank you very much. Joined, first of all, by the awesome, artistic, amazing, acrylic, ass-kicking, asshole of aardvarks and adamantium steel will. The one and only Brandon the Boss Blacker 3B, my brother. Good job on getting all that bullshit figured out. Fashionably late to the dance, but we made it here looking good as always.
Oh, man, that was crazy. The first time in 96 episodes that had nothing but issues, man. That was not fun. We had everything set up, and you know what? That 8 o'clock hour hit, and my computer stopped doing its thing. I had to shut down, start over, reset everything, and now we're back. Thank you so much for waiting. But also joined with us is our favorite numpty of them all.
Your brother, mine, and everybody else's.
And he definitely sucks. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Vanek!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, call your friends, call your neighbors, call anybody in the phone book that'll listen to the sound of your voice and tell them, hey, dude, we're going to do that Royal Rumble shit tonight.
That's right. So we had such an awesome, serious, thought-provoking, and, I don't even know what to call it, but last week was an eye-opening breath of fresh air with the interview with Ben Chaos. But, as a variety show, we got to come back to what we know. And what we know is pro wrestling, because we're a bunch of fucking marks. And
bunch of
fucking...
You are.
So, this whole wrestling thing that we're talking about here, this is my personal favorite pay-per-view out of all the pay-per-views in the land.
Good.
What's that?
It's a good one.
Oh, and you know what? I think a little somebody has been doing their history on what is called the Royal Rumble match. Mr. Vanek, can you give us a little bit of history on what the Royal Rumble actually is and where it came from?
Well, the Royal Rumble is the brainchild of one Mr. Pat Patterson, the king of the Cow Palace.
Rest in peace, mad respect.
Major respect. A pillar in the pro wrestling community. Him and Ray Stevens were the baddest tag team ever. But besides that, he came up with the Royal Rumble around 1986, and it was pitched to Dick Ebersol during a meeting with Vince McMahon to do an idea for Saturday night's main event. It was broadcasted live on February 21st, 1987 on NBC. And at that time, it was only a 20-win battle royal, if I'm correct. And basically, it was one of the go-home events for WrestleMania 3. And WWE, for some reason, doesn't like to acknowledge this show, but it happened. And I will drop a link in the comments to the live chat, and you can actually watch that event. The first actual Royal Rumble took place on January 21st, 1988. It was a live broadcast on the USA Network. And then after that, it has been the number 3 of the big 4 WWF pay-per-views throughout the year. Probably my second favorite pay-per-view of all time besides WrestleMania. Recently, it's been switched from arenas to baseball stadiums, and I am very nervous to see how they do the whole Thunderdome thing for Royal Rumble. And I made out a nice little brief history of the Royal Rumble origin. If you want to check out the whole thing, I also have a link to the original Royal Rumble match on Saturday night's main event. Go to MikeVanekSucks.blogspot.com, and I will drop a link here in a minute.
All right, so go ahead. I knew you were going to say something. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say Mike Vanek did give a great history on the origins of the Royal Rumble, but what Mike Vanek did not do is tell you what the Royal Rumble is. For those of you uninitiated to the wrestling culture, the Royal Rumble is an annual battle royal that has 30 entrants. 30 men enter. 2 men start the contest at an interval of, depending on how they're feeling that year, it could be 90 seconds and it could be 2 minutes. Another man enters. The only way to be eliminated is to be thrown over the top rope and have both feet touch the floor, which will become important as we talk later in the night. Now, in recent memory, starting with Yokozuna in 1993, if I'm not mistaken, the Royal Rumble winner was always granted a title shot at the upcoming WrestleMania, which, when you really break that down, the Royal Rumble kicks off the road to WrestleMania. It starts the most important top feud of the year, the feud that will define the year. A new champion, potentially.
And we've definitely had new champions come out of it.
More often than not. It has also been the shining benchmark for a lot of people. And once again, when we get into our top 5 moments, that is something we are going to discuss.
Yeah, man. So, since the Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view, Mike Vanek's second favorite pay-per-view, wrestling fans, young and older, I should say, people who have been watching for quite a while. I'll say that. Why don't you guys drop in the comments what your favorite pro wrestling pay-per-view is? It doesn't have to be WWE. It doesn't have to be whatever. Just drop whatever your favorite wrestling pay-per-view was or is. If you still watch wrestling, if you don't, and you're just watching us schmucks talk about wrestling, awesome. But before we get into our Royal Rumble talk, we got a little business to take care of. And that business is starting out with a major, just a big major, where is it? There it is. Holy crap. Joanne, I can't even say her name. She just, Madam J. I'm so floored. She has donated $50 to the show, keeping us going, keeping us running, and I'm pretty sure that $50 is going to go for language, a language education for myself. So she donated that money specifically so I could learn to pronounce things. Thank you, Joanne. That was awesome. OMG.
We hadn't even gone on the air yet. We're running late, and she tips us $50.
Yeah. Like, holy.
And we can't express our gratitude and appreciation enough for you. If you watch my Monday Morning Motivation, which if you haven't, you should, after the show, of course. It was about cherishing those that cherish you. And Madam J, we appreciate and cherish you for being here every week, for donating more often than not, for helping us pay the bills.
And trust me, it helps.
I raised my drink. Before we get to our sponsor, gentlemen, let's play our favorite game of What You Drinking?
Well, I'm a man who is very, very common in his ways, but I'm drinking the Iron Maiden beer.
Oh yeah, that's common.
That is common, and it is delicious. It's still delicious.
That was sarcasm, dude. That's not common. That's a good beer.
It is a good beer. I mean, $10.99 for a 4-pack. It better be a good beer.
That's average craft beer price. Mike Vanek, what you got?
I got Grandpa beer. I'm rocking a fucking ice cold Miller Lite.
Now that's common.
I got Bullet Bourbon on ice, which I just finished.
So, and what do you got, Mr. Lunchbox? I know you got something really, really crazy over there.
Oh, of course I do. Our resident friend of the show, Lenny, has ordered mead for us. And so currently I am drinking a Havoc mead, Psychopomp Sour Cherry Mead. Psychopomp is a Belgian-style mead brewed with the European cherries at a high temperatures to create a tart, full-bodied mead. Named after the beings that bring those from the land of the living to the land of the dead. It is extremely popular in both realms.
You know, every single week, you always have something new. Like, you're not even a beer guy anymore, but you're still coming up with new things to bring on up. Meanwhile...
Hey, just because I don't work in the trade doesn't mean I'm not a beer guy anymore.
Meanwhile, Mr. Vanek is choking on his own air over there. Smoking weed for 40 years or something. He still can't get the hang of it.
Now he's taking bong rips. This is going to be an interesting-ass show. Now, like Brandon said, we have top 5 Royal Rumble moments from each of your 3 humble heavyweight co-hosts. We are also going to be creating a live Royal Rumble bingo card. Like we were discussing earlier, the Royal Rumble has 30 entrants. The Royal Rumble is also one of those moments throughout the year where you see some of the biggest surprises. You see wrestlers you ain't seen in 2 decades. You see crazy shit that you're not going to see anywhere else. And you also get surprises. And once again, always comes that moment where who's going to win? You know, this is not on my top list, but I remember a few years ago when Triple H was the surprise 30th entrant. And we were all so excited when it came down to Triple H and Dean Ambrose, now known as John Moxley, because we all thought Mox was going to win it, and Triple H did.
Well, the cool thing about the Royal Rumble itself is, like, you get those surprises. And sometimes, yeah, you know, you get that obligatory, we know that person's winning, you know, halfway through the Rumble kind of thing. But every once in a while, and we'll get to that, every once in a while, they'll throw you a curveball and completely flabbergast you and surprise the hell out of you. So, with that being said, as we are rattling off our top 5 favorite moments from the Royal Rumble, if anybody can remember a Royal Rumble that they have watched, put your favorite moments down below in the chat. We want to see what you enjoyed. And we mean by moments, we mean specifically in the actual Royal Rumble match, not the actual pay-per-view, though there's been some great matches on the Royal Rumble cards in the past. So, anyways, you guys ready to get to some top 5?
You want to start with that? Okay.
And before we get into that, I just want to say, as we make our bingo card live, we are going to have a Facebook group chat as we are watching the pay-per-view live this Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So join us in that chat after we make the card. If you want a copy of the bingo card to get a bingo while watching the pay-per-view, we can send you that as well. So, but anyways, let's get into our top 5, ladies and gentlemen, and I think we should give our first number 5 to Mr. Vanek.
My number 5 is AJ Styles, appearance at Royal Rumble debut match. That was back in the day when we were all getting into New Japan, and I was pirating the Wrestle Kingdom matches from YouTube, and AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura at Wrestle Kingdom is still my favorite match of all time. And the build-up for him, everybody knew he was coming out of Royal Rumble. When he came out, man, I shot out of my chair like a little girl and ran around the room. Way overdue. AJ Styles should have been in WWE 5-10 years before he was in it. And, you know, it was probably one of the most heartwarming moments in WWE.
Fun fact, WWE offered him a contract in 2002, I believe, and he actually turned it down so his wife could go live her dream first before he decided to take a big endeavor like working for the WWE. So she wanted... Yeah, she wanted...
Documentary network, by the way.
Yeah, she wanted to be a teacher, and he said, no, I cannot accept this. It is not the time. And then he showed up in 2016, and it was off the hook.
It was off the hook, dude, because that whole place had no clue. Like, he had just competed against Shinsuke Nakamura a few nights before and lost his match, was unceremoniously beaten down by the Bullet Club. And we figured, hey, well, if he got beat up by the Bullet Club, there has to at least be a return on that, right? Wrong. Couple days, fourth. So like less than 2 weeks later, the lights go out. That new music plays that nobody has a clue what it is, and out walks the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
I think they kind of botched that a little bit though. So I was super surprised when he came out, but if they didn't put the name AJ Styles on the screen, they put it on way too soon. Like, they put it on before he came out, so he got that pop before he even came out. So it was like, oh, man. All right. But anyways, that's my retort. What do you have to say, Mike?
When they put Phenomenal on the screen, everybody knew who it was.
Yeah, as soon as it said, I am phenomenal.
When he came out, like, the place went quiet for like 30 seconds. He did his pop thing where he fucking, yeah. And, dude, that's the shit that puts you in the first ballot Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? From what he's done since then and everything he's done before. When he was in Japan, man, he was one of the first, besides Brock Lesnar and maybe Kurt Angle, he was one of the first really good white dudes that was the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And
the word you're looking for is Gaijin, sir.
Wasn't he the Ring of Honor champion at the same time?
I don't know about the same time, but he's definitely been Ring of Honor champion.
Very close to each other.
Very close.
And remember, when he lost that match to Shinsuke Nakamura, he was actually the IWGP Intercontinental Champion, and that match was voted by the fans to be the headliner of Wrestle Kingdom over the IWGP Heavyweight title.
If you're watching and you don't know what we're talking about, go to YouTube and search AJ versus Shinsuke Wrestle Kingdom, and you're welcome. It is one of the best wrestling matches ever.
I agree.
Ever.
All right, Mr. Lunchbox, give me your number 5, sir.
Number 5 on my list, and honestly, I was ready to go. Like, I didn't have to do any research. I'll just click. All it was about arranging 1 through 5, because anyone could be number 1 and anyone could be number 5. But
Absolutely.
For number 5, I went with all 3 faces of Foley appear in one Royal Rumble. My personal favorite wrestler, Mick Foley, Jolly Old St. Mickles, Cactus Sack, appeared not only as Mankind, as Dude Love, but as Cactus Jack consecutively in the same match. He was eliminated and came returning as different characters into the Royal Rumble match, which nobody has ever pulled off before nor since.
Nope.
And it's just a testament to how well Mick Foley is at changing hats throughout the night.
And while he didn't win the thing, it sure was fun to watch.
You know, I was actually on a post the other day, and it harkened back to me listening to an old episode of What Happened When Mondays with Tony Schiavone. And Conrad Thompson said exactly my feelings. I swear I'm spirit animals with Conrad Thompson. And it was. You know, during the Attitude Era, there were all these great wrestlers. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, The Rock. But you look at every single one of them, and what is the common denominator? Mick Foley.
Good point.
Oh, absolutely.
Mick Foley was the catalyst to every single one of those guys being the top of the chart. Shawn Michaels' best match, would aside from The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25, would you argue it was the Bad Blood? Or, I'm sorry, Bad Blood with Mick Foley.
It's a damn good match.
Undertaker's biggest moment is throwing Mankind off the Hell in the Cell. Triple H's crowning achievement 21 years ago today was the street fight with Cactus Jack in Madison Square Garden at the Royal Rumble. Every single one of these guys. So if you were to tell me lose every single wrestler from the Attitude Era, keep one. You can have The Rock, you can have Triple H, man. Give me Foley.
All right. So he's
Japanese matches are still to this day some of the most hardcore wrestling you'll ever see in your life.
That's right. You want to see exploding barbed wire matches? Go check out Cactus Jack in Japan. That's some.
No, go check out Cactus Sack.
Oh, Jesus.
Because even though all his death matches were great, they were so much better with the insane clown. I'm sorry. Diamond Donovan Douglas, better known as 3D, and Handsome Harley Guastella, better known as Guido, commentating over it. Mr. The Boss.
All right, man. My number 5 is a little bit different from your guys's, but one of my favorite moments, and the way I like to gauge some of these picks of mine, things that made me pop, things that made me like really excited to see. And this one was from the 2002 Royal Rumble, where newcomer, tough enough winner, Maven, eliminates The Undertaker from the Royal Rumble. Which, when the...
amounted to nothing.
It amounted to absolutely nothing, but the fact that this kid came in and just eliminated who was the top guy in the mountain, and then just proceeded to get his ass kicked for like 10 minutes after that. It's like, welcome to the dance, kid. You just got beat the fuck up.
Rumor has it that was accidental.
I don't know about that.
But no, Maven is definitely one of those stories of, you know, when you saw him on Tough Enough, you knew that was your winner.
Oh, looks like $1 million.
And then he sucked from there on out. Mike Vanek's giving a thumbs down all the way. What do you, Mike Vanek? Please speak your piece, because I'm tired of looking at your bald gleaming head and your bald gleaming thumbs down.
Maven was a train wreck from day one. Maven was, Vince McMahon, that's good shit. Maven was not good shit. Maven was a horrible wrestler, and he only got picked because he was good for TV.
To be fair, everybody on the first Tough Enough fucking sucked.
Unless you were what, John Morrison or The Miz? Was that the same season?
No.
I like that guy. I like that guy from Harvard. He was cool, and he ended up being a cool scientist.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he was a good wrestler.
No, I liked his character, dude. I thought he could have been more than what they gave him.
All right, so we don't have to dwell on that. Maven sucked as a wrestler, but he eliminated the Undertaker from the Royal Rumble, and that was a moment right there. So, Mr. Vanek,
That's Brandon's number 5 since you walked off to do something off camera, Mike Vanek.
He had to go put his balls back in his ripped boxers.
No, he had to go put his balls back in fucking Ida's purse.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Vanek, give me your number 4, man.
My number 4, I might change it. Yeah, I'm gonna change it. My number 4 is Vince McMahon versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. And the aspect of it, though, is the chair shot that Vince took.
Oh.
McMahon it's well known. Vince McMahon will never ask you to do something that he will not be able to do. And Stone Cold Steve Austin clipped him on the top of the head, and he took it like a champ. And it wasn't a work chair shot. It was a direct metal fucking chair to the head.
To the skull.
Yeah, and he sold it good. He took it well, and you gotta tip your hat to Vince because, you know, he could have easily been like, I'm the boss. I'm gonna go do whatever the fuck I want. Don't hit me. But he took a clean fucking chair shot to the fucking head, and you know that shit hurt.
Well, you know, that's one of the things. We've all watched many documentaries on Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon's bad blood, you know, when fucking Vince got knocked off the cage. And like Stone Cold Steve Austin said, there was no reason for him to do that other than to make sure the crowd got their money's worth.
Real quick, that one was a tie. The other one for my number 4 would be Shawn Michaels, 95.
Oh, shit.
Okay, well, we'll get to that.
Came out number 1.
We'll get to that. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
You already had your number 4.
Well,
Moving
Brandon,
on. No, shut the fuck up. Moving on to my number 4. Bray Wyatt has the whole crowd sing along with him.
oh my god, that was fucking awesome.
He's got the whole world in his hands.
Hey, Brandon, you're back on the screen.
Hey, don't profile me.
Black screen. Oh, there you are.
But yeah, Bray Wyatt, he cleared the ring, and then he sat down in the corner and he started to sing that song, and that place lit the fuck up.
With their cell phones out.
And then fucking he got eliminated when either Daniel Bryan or Roman Reigns hit the ring. I don't remember, because I wanted fucking Bray Wyatt to win that Rumble at that moment.
Is Daniel Bryan
Yes, he is.
Royal Rumble this year?
Yes.
Okay. He'd probably be my pick.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll get to that at the end of the show. But yeah, so my number 4, right? All right. So
Yes.
my number
Brandon,
4 is the 2007 Royal Rumble, where, I mean, it was an okay Rumble, but at the end of it, you had Shawn Michaels and once again The Undertaker. Never in any of the Rumble history did I have any idea who was going to win this one, because when it came down to Shawn and Taker in there by themselves, you know, the final two, I didn't know. They put on a 10-minute barn burner of a match
Classic.
right before Shawn Michaels goes to super kick him, and then just Taker dumps him over the top rope to be declared the winner of the 2007 Royal Rumble.
And that set up a story that was a year and a half in the making. It really did. Because at that moment, it dawned on you, dude, we haven't seen Shawn Michaels and Undertaker in about a decade. And then Undertaker takes that and runs with it and goes against Edge to headline that year's WrestleMania. And it was fucking glorious, dude. What the fuck, Mike Vanek? I don't ever want to hear you speech me on good wrestling again if you're going to sit here and tell me Undertaker and Edge was not a proper headlining WrestleMania event. That shit had me on the edge of my seat.
Listen here, Lee. If I handed you my business card, it would say wrestling expert on it. I'm telling you.
Say jackass, bald motherfucker, and you smell like shit.
All right, Dave Meltzer.
Hey, Dave Meltzer's a good dude.
Fuck Dave Meltzer, dude. I subscribe to FDM all day, every day. I
met Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, well, you tell him if you meet him again that your brother says he sucks, and I'd still buy him a beer because I appreciate his contribution to the business, but he still fucking sucks.
I love Dave Meltzer. I think
I'm a way cooler Uncle Dave.
Mike Vanek, you're number 3, sir.
Fuck you, Mike Vanek.
Fuck.
2004.
What's that?
Chris Benoit, 2004, the Rabid Wolverine, came out number 1, fucking busted his fucking ass. I don't give a fuck what you say about Chris Benoit, man. The guy took fucking a million chair shots to the fucking head. He was the absolute best in the ring.
I don't disagree. You know, if people are uncomfortable talking about Chris Benoit, I understand. I really do. But everything the dude did,
best technical wrestler ever.
Yeah, magic.
By the way, I got to chime in real quick. We have some comments in the chat. Small Town Cinema says Vanek looks like Bill from King of the Hill, and everyone agrees. Anyways, carry on.
Oh, I love you, J-W-Dub. J-Dub, I raise my mead to you, my brother. Thank you.
The Bill Dozer.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, fucker.
Hi.
My wife made an appearance on the podcast.
Hello,
that's a rarity.
Lady.
You just creep my wife out, Brandon. How does that make you? And how does that make you feel?
Fucker, I ordered that book that you guys had, and it's on its way here. It'll be delivered tomorrow.
We should read it together online.
Book?
Okay.
All right.
Children of the Void. You know how many dope metal songs are named after that book?
Way too fucking many. All right, moving on. My number 3 top Royal Rumble moment of all time. The 2005 Royal Rumble when John Cena and Batista went over the ropes, hit beautifully at the same time, and they absolutely the fuck were not supposed to. So, the chairman of the board, everybody's favorite geriatric bastard and mine, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, runs to the ring to do the baseball slide through the ropes, blows out both his quads, stands up, falls down on his ass, proceeds to, from his butt, announce that the Rumble match will start over. Batista wins, but yet nobody gives a shit because Vince McMahon just blew out 2 quads live at the Royal Rumble.
I just have to say, out of all the research I did for this show, that was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he proceeds to shout instructions while sitting in the ring on his butt, not being able to move his legs. Restart the match! Restart the goddamn match! Oh, man. Okay. I can't beat that for my number 3. But on that note, my favorite Royal Rumble of all time was the 1994...
Wait, all time, you just went to number 1, or you're just going with your favorite Rumble as number 3?
Just listen, you son of a bitch. So, my favorite...
Don't talk about my mom that way.
Dude!
Bro.
Hey, dude, Dude, don't get water bottle cracked. My mother, okay, sidebar away from the show entirely. My mom had a real problem with being called dude.
Bro.
She did not like it when I did it. She did not like it when any of my friends did it. But she especially did not like it when Mike Vanek did it. And one time, while I was on the phone with Andrew Holzbar, then of Hostility, and now of Anedonia, also of Oceano.
He quit Oceano, right?
Yeah. My mother proceeds to beat the shit out of Mike Vanek with a water bottle in my living room, and I start laughing to the point where Andrew's like, you know, dude, like, you're always the pro, but can I call you back in a little while? Because you're really bombing the fuck out right now, and you can't talk business. And through my laughter, I explained that was fine. I'll tell him why later.
All right. So check it out. So my favorite Rumble pay-per-view as a whole is the 1994 Royal Rumble. But the Royal Rumble itself wasn't like the best Rumble, but it had some cool moments, like Diesel eliminating like 10 dudes. Owen Hart, Bret Hart entered injured because of Owen Hart. But the ending of the match, much like what you said earlier with Cena and Batista, fucking quit it, Mike. Like Bret Hart and Lex Luger did that thing where they pushed each other over the top rope and they both hit the floor at the same time. That was before the John Cena and Batista thing, way before that. So it seemed like WWE was redoing it, but turns out that was just a pure-ass accident way back, way further in the future. But the first time that ever happened, that made me happy. It was something different. It was something unique. We got dual winners. But I was really mad because Bret Hart didn't win solo because I thought Lex Luger was garbage.
You know what? I, at the time, was so sold on Lex Luger. I'm not even going to lie. Fuck y'all. I'll take the heat. I will. All-American Lex Luger on the Lex Express.
Oh, dude. Hell yeah.
Like, I was sold. And I was not the Bret Hart fan until about the time I should have hated Bret Hart.
Nah, you don't that much.
What?
You always hate on Bret Hart.
You know what, dude? I've met the guy, and
So did I.
He couldn't have been nicer. He really couldn't have. But he's a self-absorbed jackass.
I fucking love Bret Hart. Bret Hart is the epitome of wrestling.
I love Bret Hart, too.
You know what, dude? I as a wrestler, no better storyteller. Flat the fuck out. Undisputed.
You're Perfect is the perfect wrestling match.
No doubt. But you know what, dude? When the last line of your book, I'm sorry, the second to the last line of your book is I will never forgive Shawn Michaels and Hunter Hearst Helmsley for what they did to the business I love. Man, seek professional help because you didn't get enough hugs from your famous fucking father.
Dude, Bret Hart took forever to come back to his table when I got to meet him, and I made Ida late for work. Oh man, the yelling at I got for that fucking.
Shut up, Mike Vanek!
All right, but yeah, dude, that's my number 3, man. Just the ending of that Rumble, it made me happy. It made me mad. It led for a good WrestleMania a few months later. But Mike Vanek, give me your number 2.
My number 2 moment. And I have to say this. So I took this seriously. I watched about 16 Royal Rumbles.
Me too.
Stone Cold Steve Austin has done nothing but earn more of my respect than he already had. I wanted to go with 97. I wanted to go with 98. I wanted to go with 99. But I'm going with Stone Cold Steve Austin winning in 2001, a bloody fucking mess after spinal surgery.
I'm with it. 100%.
It came out in a fucking ambulance. Fucking Triple H comes, cracks him in the fucking head. Bloody fucking mess. Rikishi comes out to fucking say, hey, what's up? And then all of a sudden, Stone Cold Steve Austin comes fucking alive and starts beating the shit out of everybody in the whole fucking world and takes over the goddamn universe because that's what he fucking did. When I think of the Attitude Era, I think of fucking Stone Cold fucking Steve Austin and sometimes The Rock. Awesome fucking match. And out of all the cool Stone Cold Steve Austin Royal Rumble moments, and there's a fucking lot of them, that has to be the best one. I'm telling you. 5-star, A+, fucking put a fucking cherry on it fucking match.
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
2000.
And, like when he sat there looking at the clock. I'm sorry, Brandon. Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say 2001. That was the one that started out where it was just basically a hardcore match for the first 20 minutes, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one. Okay, go ahead.
I really wanted to go with 98 with Chainsaw Charlie and and Cactus Jack fucking starting and Stone Cold Steve Austin just taking over the world. But Jim Ross's call in 2001, and by the end of it, his voice was fucking sandpaper.
Shot.
Dude, you know, I have to thank you guys for inviting me to do this show because listening to that call brought a tear to my eye. That's what makes me like wrestling. The passion that went into the ending of that match was you can't match it. You know what I mean? It's one of those wrestling moments. It's like there's a reason why Stone Cold Steve Austin is on the fucking Mount Rushmore of fucking WWE.
He's got to be.
You can't.
Yeah, he's got to be.
You know what I mean? I would say Hogan, Austin, Bruno, and
Cena.
Yeah, Cena.
Be honest. I mean, you don't have to like it, but it's true.
Cena put in years of work to be the number one guy.
Oh, yeah.
And when I went to WrestleMania, Cena match was fucking A+.
For sure.
I mean?
For sure.
Dude, there's a reason he's Big Match John.
By the way, when it comes to WrestleMania, I'd like to have maybe a round table.
Hey, we'll get to WrestleMania. We got a couple months. It sounds like our discussion will be better than WrestleMania.
My fucking! I don't even know what's going on. Like watching it with you guys is the only time I watch WWE programming. Occasionally, I'll watch NXT because of Tim Thatcher, but that's it.
All right, give me your number 2, Mr. Lunchbox.
You know what? I'm going to pull an unprecedented and rarely seen move. I am going to forego my number 2 because I know where it falls on one of y'all's list. So I will talk about my number 2 alongside somebody's number 1.
Well, you don't know my number 1. So my number 2 is what was mentioned earlier, and that was the AJ Styles moment. One of the biggest surprises, other than, I'm not going to bring it up because it might actually be on somebody else's list too, but other than somebody else's surprise entrance, AJ Styles coming out and doing great and still doing great things in the WWE, that is my number 2. So, Mr. Vanek, give me your number 1.
My number 1, with a tear in my eye, is the greatest moment in Royal Rumble history. But I'm going to go a little, everybody says Flair. I talked to Bobby Hart an hour ago. He said Flair. I've talked to many wrestling people. They've all said Flair. But I'm telling you right now, Bobby the Brain Heenan's fucking call of the 1992 Royal Rumble was the most important part of that match. And Ric Flair could not have gained the fucking momentum that he got if it wasn't for Bobby the Brain Heenan fucking selling that shit like the fucking Hall of Famer that he was.
Agreed.
Bobby the Brain Heenan not only was a great fucking wrestler, a great fucking announcer, a great fucking
manager,
and a great mind behind the ring, but he smoked more weed than fucking anybody in your whole fucking life. And I'm telling you right now, you can't have professional fucking wrestling without Bobby the Brain Heenan. He was amazing in the AWA. And if you have not gone on the fucking WWE network and watched some of that AWA footage of Bobby Heenan, Nick Bockwinkel, and Ray Stevens, it's a fucking crime against humanity. When he came out, you can go on the network and watch the old school 1984 Bobby the Brain Heenan wrestles fucking one of the best matches you'll ever see in your life, and he doesn't do anything.
No, dude. The trope on Bobby Heenan, to steal Brandon's phrase, is that he managed like a wrestler and wrestled like a manager. You know, Bobby Heenan is honestly, as somebody who is fortunate enough to sit up there in the booth, that's my biggest inspiration to all you fucking humanoids out there in the fucking chat.
Bobby the
Brain Heenan, dude.
Every job in wrestling. Bobby the Brain Heenan is by far one of the top 5 most important individuals in wrestling history, period, going back to fucking 1895.
Yeah.
No doubt. But let's drag it back to topic. Your point was Royal Rumble 92 and Ric Flair showing up.
Number 3.
Woo!
At that time, nobody in the top 5 had ever won. And, you know, he's coming out with the WCW belt saying, I'm the real fucking world champion. And I'm going to
sidebar real quick. This was the first time that the title was up for grabs in the Royal Rumble. The championship was vacant. And the winner was now the WWE champion.
And the sidebar,
WWF champion.
Ric Flair was the NWA champion. He paid a fucking deposit to have the belt. When Jim Herd decided he didn't want him to be champion anymore, Ric Flair was like, fine, but you got to pay me for the belt. Jim Herd, fuck it, we'll make a new belt. Well, Flair calls Vince and says, hey, man, you still want me to come? And then, by the way, I got their belt. And they made 3 replicas of the big gold belt to have on WWF TV. It's not the actual belt that he had in the NWA. But Vince had Reggie Parks make 3 big golds. And that's the one they had. Also, they had a WWF Intercontinental Championship that they blacked out. And they had a WWF Tag Team Championship. And maybe a United States Championship that they, you know, pixelated. It was a big no-no in the wrestling industry, and they got sued for that.
Which made it a big deal.
Dude, at that time, Ric Flair was the fucking end-all be-all of professional wrestling besides Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan was fizzing out. You know what I mean? Hulk Hogan was a fucking has-been at that point. And
I won't say that much, but the crowd had their fill of Hulkamania. Yeah. And it was time for something different.
Yeah.
And all the while, people like me, people like Brandon, had heard that over somewhere else that there was another best wrestler.
Oh my God.
That somebody was better.
California, NWA came on.
And no, I'm with it, dude. For those of you in the chat that think Ric Flair was just a dirty old man, you didn't understand why people called him the best to ever fucking do it, go watch Rumble 92. And that will explain to you why people think Ric Flair is the best to ever fucking do it. Fucking 90 minutes of him just begging off, doing heel shit, and somehow coming out number one and being the champion. But not only that, but this Rumble was monumental for the fact that it was the first time we ever got a real glimpse into the greatness after 40 minutes of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, recently fresh off not being a rocker, was, oh my God, look at this guy go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was my number two that I wanted to concede on for a second.
Okay. So don't go into your number one just yet. I will take the number one spot, and we'll end that one with you. So my number one spot is actually a dual moment that I felt could have been a metaphorical change in the way WWE did their booking, bringing something fresh to the table. It made me super stoked that it happened, and I thought we were going to get a partnership out of a certain company out of it. But in the 2018 Royal Rumble, Shinsuke Nakamura wins the Rumble, and for the Women's Rumble, Asuka wins the Royal Rumble, which had me very hopeful that WWE was going to go into some sort of partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling and open up shop to what could have been exactly what AEW is doing right now with Impact Wrestling and sort of some New Japan stuff going on right now as well. So, but of course, WWE just kind of...
Well, Asuka had a huge run off that.
She still does.
You know what? I won't lie. Her getting tapped out by Charlotte was disappointing, but God, that match was phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Number one, Asuka's the best wrestler there is, period, man or woman. And if you've ever seen any of her Kana work in Japan, oh my fucking God, she can be scary as fuck. And plus, I would fucking marry her. Dude, she is like everything you'd ever want, by the way.
I don't know. There's something about a woman who wears a thong outside of her pants that weirds me the fuck out.
Oh my God. I'll video games and watch porn. Have you ever seen that shit? And by the way, her Kana work, her versus this whole whatever they're doing with fucking Alexa Bliss, I would rather see the Kana version of fucking Asuka versus the Alexa Bliss that they're doing. And by the way, WWE is fucking.
It has its good points and its bad points. But with that being said, that is my number one top Rumble moment so far. Maybe we'll get a new one on Sunday. But Mr.
By the way, Ham's beer.
All right. Anyway,
Ham's is trash.
All right, Lunchbox, give us your number one.
I shut Mike Vanek the fuck down because he tried to duplicate and do a tie. But my number one moment is Shawn enters at number one in 1995 and does the unthinkable from number one to the end.
By a toenail.
Wins the Royal Rumble and utilizes that to win the Iron Man match at WrestleMania 12.
Yep.
By a toenail. By a toenail. He almost lost, but just because his foot wasn't on the fucking floor, 1 foot saved his ass. Mm-hmm. By the way, 16-year-old Mike Vanek is screaming at the TV, he fucking didn't lose! He didn't win!
Look out, British Bulldog! No, dude. And the music played, and they act like it, and then fucking Michaels runs in, knocks Bulldog out, and all of a sudden the ref confers, nope, it's legitimate. Shawn Michaels' second foot never, ever touch the floor.
By the way, it's a crime that the British Bulldog was never WWE champion.
He did it to himself.
Yeah, I know, but still, it was a disappointment. I think the British Bulldog could have done more, but Davey Boy gave his life for wrestling, and wrestling didn't give back to him, I don't think.
You know what? I argue that because every time Davey Boy got his opportunity, he squandered it.
Yeah, I really enjoy what his son brings to the table.
No doubt. Davey Boy Smith Jr. is badass. But David Finley's better.
What?
David Finley is better than Davey Boy Jr.
Absolutely. It's a crime that Finley's not a main event fucking WWE here.
But no, like I said, man, just watching Shawn Michaels go through that, and at the time you weren't supposed to love Shawn Michaels.
I don't know.
He was the little pretty boy bitch that you weren't supposed to love, and yet we all did.
I thought
and step by step, he won it, all of it.
All right, we need to hurry up. I want to play bingo.
Bingo!
All right, okay. So we have the bingo set up right here. So those of you listening, those of you still here listening, what we're going to do here is on Sunday, like I said earlier, we're going to have a group chat during the Royal Rumble itself. So we're going to fill out this bingo card. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up with scenarios that can happen in the Royal Rumble match. And when those scenarios happen, you mark it off, just like bingo. And if you get a bingo, I don't know, maybe you'll get a prize, maybe not. We'll figure that out. But in order to qualify for a prize, well, you kind of have to be in the group chat with us during the Royal Rumble, and you have to be watching it. So,
will you post? Are you going to post the finished bingo
So what's
card?
going to happen is right now we're going to fill in all the squares for the bingo card, and then when I'm done, I'm going to generate the bingo card, which is going to randomize all of the selections that we made. So everybody has a different bingo card.
Do you need me to put in anything for a prize?
We'll talk about that later.
Awesome.
Post-production, Brandon. Mike Vanek. Post-production. Don't spoil post-production for the listening audience.
Absolutely. So those of you in the chat can also contribute to this card. So if you know how a Royal Rumble is ran, or you know what kind of tropes you could find in a Royal Rumble or things that happen, please drop a comment. We would love to use your suggestion to put in the box. So with that being said, what are some standard things that we usually see in a Royal Rumble?
Somebody always runs to the ring.
Okay, but is running to the ring something that we should put in a box?
It was something I saved. My inspiration for that was you and my friend John Michael Schmidt from the Great Chernobog in his Royal Rumble drinking game. If somebody ran to the ring, you had to slam your beer.
Oh, shit. Okay, so someone running to the ring. All right, got it.
And they have to run from the get-go. We're not talking about somebody who does their whole big-ass entrance and then blah, 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 and then runs. No, we're talking about when that fucking buzzer goes off, they fucking bolt out the back.
Santino Marella style.
Okay. What about... And like I said, anybody who's in the chat, please contribute if you have a suggestion. Yes. Hey, Connie, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Connie? How you doing?
What about if a Hall of Famer shows up?
Oh, hey, that's a good one. Okay, so...
Because now they didn't do the Hall of Fame yet for last year. And leaves the window open for Juice and Thunder Liger to show up.
Or Honky Tonk Man.
Or anybody that was in the Hall of Fame. But how dope would it be to see Juice and Thunder Liger show up for the Royal Rumble?
Fucking incredible.
Fuck yeah. What about somebody from NXT showing up? Do you think that's a possibility this year?
I think that's not only a possibility; it's inevitable. They used to it was a big deal when an NXT guy showed up from the Rumble, but lately they know where their bread is buttered. The NXT guys are.
Plus, there's a number of NXT talent that are ready to go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Out no names because I've been drinking and smoking, but listen. There's a certain gentleman from Sacramento, fucking California, that I would absolutely die if he walked out. And that certain gentleman is Timothy Thatcher.
He's not going to show up.
He's going to show up, dude. I'm with it. I'm with Mike Vanek on this one. He's had some of the best matches of the year.
I will Road Warrior pop if fucking Tim Thatcher walks out.
What's your counter, Brandon?
Okay, so Connie Williams in the chat says The Godfather and his hose. I think that would count as a Hall of Famer, but
yeah, that's happened before and will probably happen again.
It's always good to see him show up and do his thing, even if it's just for a second.
By the way, Godfather is a huge advocate of the Cannabis Society, and I salute him for what he does.
I couldn't tell.
By the way, I'm watching Royal Rumble 92, and fucking Sid Vicious, all I could ever picture is his leg breaking.
Oh, no.
Yeah, except for Mike Vanek. You may be twice the man I am, but I have half the brain you do.
Just remember, Fox, I'm still the champion. I still have the gold, and I'm still living rent-free in your head.
All right.
No, you're living rent-free in the fucking basement.
All right, guys. So we had
Don't hate on
we had Hall of Famers showing up, but what about surprise entrants? People who are not Hall of Famers.
Well, here's the problem with that, Mr. Blacker. And I would like to use that to fill in the square. You say surprise entrance. Surprise. A surprise could be all sorts of things. It could be a Hall of Famer. It could be a nostalgia act.
Or
But where I would like to steal your square
All right.
is someone from another organization. Be it Ring of Honor, TNA, AEW, New Japan, All Japan, or any other ridiculous organization that would just get a reaction come through the curtain.
Okay. All right. Wrestler from another organization.
Another.
I'm just going to say it. Hurry up and get to me.
What? Just blurt shit out.
Hey, I'm just saying, if Kenny Omega on his belt hunting collection shows up at number 30, I will jizz my motherfucking pants in front of the world.
Jay White walked out.
Oh my God. Especially, or you know what? Fuck Jay White. What about Jay Lethal?
Oh my.
What
God,
if Black Machismo, oh yeah, shows up?
Dude. Oozing machismo.
Okay, well, all right. That would be interesting for sure. Oh, Connie says Christopher Daniels, but he is firmly in AEW right now. But man,
AEW bought Christopher Daniels a house. There's no way Christopher Daniels doesn't have to do the Waterworld show at Universal Studios anymore. There's no way he's leaving that job.
Connie also said maybe Rob Van Dam.
Ooh.
The whole fucking
Absolutely.
show.
I would like to see that chick that comes out with him in a porn situation.
Oh, she's out there. Just look her up. She's there.
That's pretty specific, though, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Connie. If he does show up, that would be pretty fucking amazing.
P.S. And by the way, Battle Creek, Michigan is a fucking dump. Been there on tour. It sucks.
I mean, okay, so how about this? So, kind of going in another direction. Obviously, we're going to have tag teams enter the Royal Rumble. What if we get the proverbial tag team partner eliminates their tag team partner?
I like it. Put it on the card.
Or the Rock and Roll Express show up.
I don't know about that one, partner.
Doesn't that count as both other organization and Hall of Famer?
Yeah,
So check
I
it out.
think
I'm
so.
walking to work,
as long as they're
right?
in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I'm walking to work, and I look over, and Ricky Morton's walking out of the fucking doctor's office. You know, I throw up the fucking rock and roll thing, and I'm like, "What's up, dude?" He looks at me, looks at his phone, turns around, and walks back into the doctor's office.
That was me running into Chuck Billy at FedEx. I was like, "Oh shit, is that Chuck Billy?" And I just kind of, go like around the corner. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Chuck?" And I just kind of run away.
Yeah. That's actually been documented on this show.
Chuck Billy does not like being recognized as Chuck Billy in public. Chuck Billy just would rather be that regular guy.
Thank you, Charles. Charles Billy.
Charles Billy.
By the way,
All right. I got one that's pretty standard, but
Chuck Billy,
Shut up, Mike.
Fuck you.
all right. I got a standard one. Someone is eliminated in under 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. I like that one. We're definitely gonna get that one. Someone. Oh shit.
I'm just saying, Bushwhacker Luke, who was actually... All right, did y'all listen to that Something to Wrestle on the Bushwhackers?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh my God, dude. No. No, you know what? My favorite group of losers to ever be in the... Dude, if Nothing But Losers were a wrestling faction, we would be the Bushwhackers.
No. If Nothing But Losers were a wrestling faction, it would be the Misfits and ICP hanging out with fucking Vampiro.
No. We'd be the Bushwhackers, dude. Because let me tell you something. When that music hits, and I've watched so many Bushwhackers matches recently because of that show, that place goes the fuck off, dude. Like, the Bushwhackers were the biggest fucking group of misfits I've ever seen in my life. The Bushwhackers won like 3 matches from like 91 to 95. And yet, when that music hit, dude, that place exploded. And don't tell me that when you aren't watching a classic wrestling card and the Bushwhackers come on that you don't sit forward in your fucking seat and straight up be like dun 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 and go lick your significant other's head. Because the Bushwhackers are on fucking TV.
On fire. That's what I would. Can we light Drew McIntyre's chest hair on fire?
Come on, man. You don't like your men with chest hair?
Dude, it's wrestling. Fucking whack that shit.
All right. Drew McIntyre's hair on fire aside.
All right,
Next.
so we kind of talked about it with the 2001 Royal Rumble. Let's talk about somebody brings a weapon to the ring.
All right.
They got that whole fire angle going. Is Bray Wyatt going to be in that shit? And maybe fucking Alexa Bliss in the women's match. Also, you're always going to see a chair. You're always going to see a table. And I haven't watched the WWE product in months, so I don't know.
We know. It's okay.
So, there's always Triple H and the sledgehammer. I saw some shit on Twitter about a sledgehammer on fire, so that would be cool.
Should we put an entry for CM Punk? CM Punk show.
Oh my God, I would.
Yes. Put
cried
that
like-
shit down. No, you know what? No. Put anytime the crowd starts a CM Punk chant.
Yeah, I would go for that
Okay.
one. I co-sign
Okay,
that.
anything CM Punk.
By the way,
All right, wait. I got a
hold
good
on,
one on
son.
here. I got a good one from the
Okay.
chat.
92 Rumble has
Okay.
started. DiBiase.
Connie Williams says, R-Truth brings a ladder.
Okay. I think.
I got
Hold
one.
on. I think that would go under someone brings a weapon to the ring.
Okay,
No, because R-Truth doesn't use a ladder. He uses it to admit he's in the wrong
All right.
match.
Is Art still the 24/7 champ?
Okay, I'll put yes he is. I'll put R-Truth does anything.
How about R-Truth has to defend the 24/7 title during the Royal Rumble?
You know what? I think that falls under R-Truth does anything.
And by the way, if you can tell me what R-Truth's name was in the 2001
K
Royal
Quick.
Rumble, I would free merch.
Okay, quick.
Okay, quick.
Yeah, dude.
You
All right.
owe two of us free merch.
Send us
I
some-
mean, I may be sitting here with my Mike Vanek Sucks coffee mug.
Well, check it out. I got buttons and I got stickers.
All right.
I'm just saying, I have a coffee mug, and if you send me those stickers, I will get them on somebody's
Okay,
team.
so you know what? Jordan Harrison actually dropped a valid suggestion. So, how about?
PDS.
Shout out to Jordan Harrison.
That's in the mail.
All right. So she says, bring a family member to help fight. That could be relevant since there's a lot of families in the WWE right now.
Is that Mysterio shit still going
Kind of.
on?
Yes, it is.
Oh, fuck. I hate that whole
You know what?
thing.
I will add that in.
All right. Nope. I'm with it. Put it on the board.
Hate it. It's the worst fucking angle in wrestling.
The worst.
You have to be fucking involved. And did you have to have that fucking Alexa Bliss's ex-fiance fucking make out with your daughter? Really? Is that quality?
That's good shit, Mike Vanek.
That's why all I watch is fucking New Japan and AEW.
All right. I got another
All right.
good one.
FLW, MLW, whatever it's called.
Someone, anytime anyone eliminates their fifth or more opponent.
P.S. Ric Flair has entered the Royal Rumble.
What?
Ric Flair entered the Royal Rumble. If you're not paying attention, I've been watching the 92 Royal Rumble this whole time.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just throwing out random shit. Okay, got it.
No, Ric Flair has entered the Royal Rumble. He's doing battle with the British Bulldog as I speak.
No, you're talking about an old Rumble. The British Bulldog's dead, dude.
No, dude, I'm watching the fucking 1992 Royal Rumble.
Dead people appear on film, Mike Vanek.
Dude,
Davey Boy Smith is in that Rumble.
1992, Davey.
All right, guys, we're about halfway done. Let's keep those suggestions coming. Those of you in the chat as well.
Hulk Hogan shows up.
Oh, Jesus. Please, no.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Brandon. Just because of his strong media presence lately, I'm gonna say put it on the board.
Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan shows up. He doesn't
By the
have to
way,
wrestle. He can send somebody to the ring. But Hulkamania shows up.
Okay.
By the way, anytime Real American plays, if your heart doesn't drop, you're not a real fucking wrestling fan.
Hey, I feel strong about right and wrong.
Connie's...
It hurts inside. That's the kind of shit you don't forget.
Shut up, Mike Vanek. Brandon, go ahead.
Connie says Lex Luger comes back. That would be viable if Lex Luger could walk.
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair. One of his arms doesn't work. Like, no, Connie. Sorry.
Vince McMahon is injured.
Line for the bathroom at WrestleCon, and fucking, I feel this wheelchair hit the back of my ankle. I turn around, it's fucking Lex Luger.
God damn. Jordan actually says a fan enters the ring. I would make that viable, but considering it's COVID era wrestling, I would say no, because they would just edit that shit out.
And there's no fans.
And there's no fans. That's that too.
Like, if someone shows up, I'd be fucking confused.
I got one, and I've heard a lot on Twitter about a comeback. Number one, what if Stone Cold shows up?
That's going to go under Hall of Famer.
Okay. And then Ric Flair.
Hall of Famer.
All right. But Ric Flair's in the storyline right now.
No. But I've got another one.
What you got?
What if... Oh, I'm sorry, Brandon. Actually, it's your turn.
We're taking turns? I thought we're just yelling shit out.
We're yelling, but all we do is yell.
What about if a commentator enters the Rumble?
Like if the coach shows up?
Who?
The coach?
The coach, Corey Graves, Jerry the King Lawler.
Jerry the King Lawler?
Yeah. Why the hell not?
Okay.
What do you got?
All right. Anytime someone crosses 30 minutes in the Royal Rumble.
I would say the hour. The hour mark is the benchmark of the Royal Rumble.
Ooh.
Fucking first Flair, then Michael.
All right. Let's meet in the middle a little bit. We got 30, we got 60.
45.
Let's do 45.
45
All
minutes.
right.
I don't know. The hour benchmark is a big deal.
Dude, anything over 20 minutes is a big deal.
Yeah, but there's still a list of people that made it an hour.
It's a very short list. I'm with you.
Okay, I have one. Anytime Michael Cole says it's boss time, it's his yard, it's
Oh my
Michael
God!
Cole tagline?
Tell her Michael Cole yet? It's my dog, Paul. I'll put him down. I am so tired. It's been 20 years. Get rid of that piece of shit. I am the fucking member and chairman of the Michael Cole fucking sucks fan club. I am tired of it. Please, God, find somebody else.
all right. Michael Cole says any wrestler's tagline.
Yes, and by the way, Joe Rogan is perfectly made for WWE.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I would absolutely die to see Joe Rogan do WWE fucking commentary.
All right. I got a specific one.
Joe Rogan does the fucking main event at WrestleMania.
That's not the Rumble, you jackass.
How blitzed are you right now?
Dude and bro.
What?
Dude and bro.
What?
Separate.
What? So Joanne has mentioned a bunch of times in the chat crying like a little bitch over a call. What does that mean?
I don't know, but anytime I need to win something, I'm willing to pay Joanne off to fucking vote for me.
See, but that's because you fucking suck.
Yeah.
I need to pay Joe off.
I
win over the cat.
Okay,
He purrs when he hears my voice.
Anytime a full faction enters the ring together.
No, you gotta be specific on that. And
No. Why?
Bonus, NWO, fucking, anytime NWO or DX enter the picture, you have to take a drink.
But I'm with Brandon on putting a full faction because the Hurt Business could show up in their entirety.
Oh my God, that's the best fucking faction going right now.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Dude, I'm fucking super happy to see R-Truth and Shelton Benjamin in the fucking spotlight. Shelton Benjamin is one of the best wrestlers ever, and he's never gotten the good push. Shelton Benjamin was fucking Brock Lesnar's sparring partner at fucking University of Minnesota. That says a fucking lot. Just watch Brock Lesnar shit at University of Minnesota. He fucking destroyed everybody he ever fucking went up against.
Oh, this just in. Donald Trump appears in the Royal Rumble.
Put it on the board. He's the president that was ever the fucking in the WWE Hall of Fame. And he's so desperate for fucking positive press. I would absolutely guarantee.
Put it on the board, Brandon. Put it on the board.
Donald Trump.
P.S. And by the way, I have a fuck Trump t-shirt that I'm willing to sign and put up for charity.
All right, so we got a few more. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 more to fill up, and then
All right, I got a specific one.
all right, what do you got?
Somebody skins the cat to not get eliminated.
Okay, and for the people who are still kind of new to wrestling, what does skimming the cat mean, sir?
Skinning the cat is when you get thrown over the top rope and you grab with both hands and you use the momentum to pull yourself back over the rope to make sure it is specialized by Shawn Michaels and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat created it.
And I think Joanne is totally offended right now that we said the term skinning the cat.
I have one. Kofi King does something acrobatic.
There we go. That's the one we should have brought up a lot earlier. Kofi does something cool.
By the way, Kofi Kingston should have been WWE champion probably 4 or 5 times by now. And it's a goddamn shame that his fucking championship reign was so short. And it's a goddamn shame that they broke up the New Day because that was the best. Dude, New Day made wrestling fun to watch. And anybody that says anything different is a fucking poser.
New Day rocks. New Day rocks.
New Day
rocks. Then Nick rocks.
And when they were heels, they were the best fucking heels also.
They were no, you know what? No, they weren't because you liked them just a little too much.
I don't know. New Day worked their fucking asses off.
No, don't get me wrong. They were always great. But when they really got into their heelest of heel, all of a sudden, yeah, really liked them.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't know anybody in the last 10 years that's worked harder than those 3 guys.
No doubt.
Up, up, down, down is fucking rad.
All right, so we got 5 more to fill out here. So, what are some common things that we see in the Rumble? Things that we know we can check off our bingo list pretty quickly.
You got 6, by the way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God damn it, Mike! Shut up.
Sorry, man.
Let's see. So common things. So, let's see. So we already have eliminates 5 or more people. Nah.
Oh my God. Does the mayor count as a yeah. At this point, he's a Hall of Famer, right?
Officially, no.
So Kane shows up. It's always a possibility. And by the way, he is by far doing his job and more as county mayor. He has gone above and beyond the Call of Duty to take care of the people. and I see at least the governor run from Glenn Jacobs. And I've met him 3 or 4 times, and we got him to do that video for Fucker that one time.
And Mike Vanek sucks.
He is the absolute nicest guy you'd ever meet in your whole life.
I just want to say, it's been documented on video that Mike Vanek is hated by Kane.
And
I had to look in the nose and tell everybody you hate Mike. And he looks up and goes, and I hate Mike.
How about this? Somebody is thrown through a table.
All right.
Because
do announcers' tables count?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
Are they gonna allow them to go through the announcer table, because that has become a really, really touchy issue with Vince. Vince McMahon hates it when they fuck up the announcer table.
Well, and COVID.
Yeah, COVID. Are they going to have Shotzi Blackheart behind the glass? Because that's a highlight for every time.
No, she's going to be in the Rumble. I'm calling it.
Yeah. She'll be in the women's Rumble, and she'll be behind the glass for the men's.
I don't know. All I have to say is every time I see Shotzi Blackheart on TV, all I could ever think of is fucking Oakland. Oh my God.
Connie says Ali is going to go through a table. I could see that happening.
I could definitely see that happening.
Retribution is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my whole fucking life, and I fucking can't wait until they don't have to fucking do that shit no more. Oh my God, and oh my God. How many fucking people are you going to dress up as Bane? It's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
Hey.
It's the stupid shit they've fucking
the
done.
Twitter game is fun, though.
It's a waste of fucking talent.
All right. Mind on the matter, my friend. We got 3 more boxes to fill up. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right. Give us something. Give us something. I gave the last one. What do you got?
All right. So there's got to be some kind of crazy surprise.
Oh, Amanda Lopez. She says someone hides under the ring.
Ooh, that's viable.
Hornswoggle comes back.
I'm gonna do the under the ring thing. Actually, that's a good one. Considering like it could be like Bray Wyatt or even Alexa Bliss or somebody.
Dude, there's got to be like a triple word score surprise. It's something that blows your fucking mind kind of surprise. Maybe it'd be Jay White. Maybe it'd be somebody fucking old school. Maybe it'd be fucking Sting. You never know. The way things are right fucking now, I would never fucking think twice about Jim Ross or Sting or somebody showing up on WWE programming.
Okay. All right, so we got 2 more.
AEW or Impact appearance on the board.
What's that?
Another organization is on the board.
Yeah, we got that. We got Hall of Famers covered. We have, surprise entrance covered. We have someone from another organization covered. So I think for the people who aren't direct,
What if one of the McMahons makes an appearance?
So like Shane O'Mac or Stephanie?
Shane, Stephanie, Triple H.
There.
What? Before I put that down, let's try to think of something more of an in-ring thing as opposed to people entering.
I would say Shane McMahon jumps off something tall.
Here comes the money.
Rate.
Money.
Shane McMahon equals ratings because every time he's on a good show, he's going to jump off something tall. P.S. And by the way, that fucking time he jumped off the fucking Hell in a Cell, I thought he killed himself. And his kids were right there. Would you do that in front of your kid?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
P.S. And by the way, I fucking tried to take a picture of the football game last night and sent my kid a picture of my bong, and I'm hella embarrassed.
Meanwhile, you're on a podcast that's being aired nationally and internationally.
Dude, my this shit. He knows what's up. Nikolai Volkov!
All right, guys, we need one more. One more. Come on, guys, you can do it.
Who's that
Well,
boxer?
where's you, Brandon? You've been kind of quiet.
Davey. Who's that boxer guy that's fucking been done?
Tyson Fury.
Tyson.
Tyson Fury.
Nah, you know what? No more people. Think of things that could happen in the ring or with other wrestlers.
Under comes through the ring.
You think the Undertaker's coming back after all of that shit?
Dude, Undertaker will not turn down a paycheck. It's going to happen at least one more time.
Ooh, Connie Williams says, what about a crazy-ass stunt?
We've covered a lot of those.
I'm not familiar enough with the product to say that something like that would happen.
And you know what? A crazy-ass stunt would be kind of reminiscent of anything from, like, breaking a table to anything Shane McMahon would do.
Hold on. What if one of those plexiglass walls falls?
Well, number one, there's no such thing as a plexiglass wall anymore. It's the Thunderdome. So there's no more plexiglass.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't.
I got it.
Get it.
If anyone from another sport,
Well, that would be Tyson Fury, right?
it might not be Tyson Fury. It could be a soccer player for all we fucking know.
Well, what football? George Kittle Jr. from the 49ers, whatever his fucking name is.
Gronk.
Yeah. Well,
Anybody from Floyd Mayweather could show up. Conor McGregor could show up.
Gronk is out because he's playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he is.
I'm just saying, anybody from another sport.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Mayweather or Conor McGregor show up. And by the way, did you watch that fight and how bad was it?
It was great, actually, and yes, I did.
It was a good 8-minute fight.
It was a great 8-minute fight.
I'm gonna need you to call me sometime this week and tell me about that.
Deal.
Okay.
So we still need one more.
I gave it. Anybody from any other sport.
Yeah.
All right.
And you're gonna make these available,
Yes,
right?
I am.
Thank you, sir. This has been fun.
Anybody from any other sport enters the Rumble.
I mean, shit. What if Drew Carey shows back up?
Oh my god. Stupid.
That was such a good moment.
Really?
That was a terrible moment.
I would really like it to go back to professional wrestling instead of this sports entertainment crap they're trying to shut
Oh
down.
my god, here we go.
So I'll print out. Let's see.
The day dies and Triple H takes over. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot more watchable.
Brandon Blacker has got his card ready for the Rumble. And those of you who are following along, print your card. Brandon's going to post random cards over the week. Print them out.
Why won't WWE let people into the arena? AEW does it, and it's going over fine.
Limited crowds, my friend. Limited crowds.
P.S. And by the way, congratulations, guys, on getting your fucking lockdown lifted. We're open. Nothing's ever been shut down here. It's fucking fabulous.
We're only stay-at-homes lifted. It's back to outdoor dining.
Okay. Well, I can do whatever the fuck I want here. I can go to a bar if I want to. There's bands playing at fucking Quaker Steak and Lube. You guys want to get 3 hours of fucking covers going? Get a plane ticket. I'll get you a backline. Come out here and make a couple $100. And gets a little bit. You know what I mean?
Hey. All right, so once I get this, let me set this back up here real quick. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Oh, let me get behind that thing here. There we go.
I gotta go.
All right, so before we get to the end, I need to pull up. For some reason, I'm a little underprepared, but anybody who wants to participate in our Royal Rumble bingo card, watch the Royal Rumble this Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will send you a bingo card, and we will figure out some sort of prize to whoever gets a bingo first.
7 o'clock at my house.
Yes, sir. So, with that being said, I am going to quickly see if I can pull up the 2021 Royal Rumble participants. And we're going to do some predictions, okay? We kind of already did a little bit of that with, just kind of setting up this card. But doesn't mean we can't do a little nerddom here. Participants. So let's participants. All right. So for the 30-man, for the men, we have Daniel Bryan, United States Champion Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Otis, The Miz, Jey Uso, Cesaro, Jeff Hardy, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Big E, Sheamus, and John Morrison as the confirmed men. And then we have, for the women, Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Bianca Belair, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Peyton Royce, Alexa Bliss, Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, Tamina Snuka, and those are the women that are confirmed for the match, which leaves a whole bunch of spaces for people that we do not know about.
So, out of the confirmed men, I'm stuck on 3. And is what's AJ Styles doing?
Well, he hasn't been... Wait, did I say his name? Yes, I did. AJ Styles is in the Rumble.
So, I'm stuck on 4. I can't decide. So, I don't know. If you guys go first, I might be able to tie that down. But I got 4 names that I'm stuck on.
What do you got?
Daniel Bryan, Big E, Randy Orton, AJ Styles. I can't decide between those 4.
Ooh. How you feel, Mr. Lunchbox? How do you feel about our confirms so far?
And that leaves a lot open.
Half is both fields.
By the way, Jake Roberts is making his appearance in the 1992 Royal Rumble. Roddy Piper, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Ric Flair in the ring right now.
I'm not excited all the way around.
Yeah.
You know, while you're thinking, I'm still on the same wavelength that Mike is kind of. I don't want them to give it to Daniel Bryan. I like Daniel Bryan, but I don't think he needs a WrestleMania moment or main event.
I don't know. Daniel Bryan is carrying this company on his back right now.
Is he? Because he's barely there.
Dude, I'll pop any time for Daniel Bryan. He's a real fucking wrestler. He came up in the system.
Overrated.
Man, fuck you. Daniel Bryan is the epitome of the American fucking dragon. Bryan Danielson is the best wrestler, pure fucking.
All right.
Want to go out fucking Fight Club with anybody from Japan, Daniel Bryan will take you the fuck out.
So,
knee to the face.
All right, you're about to get muted. So, I think I'm going to go left field here. I'm going to say Bobby Lashley. I'm going to do something different.
That makes
Randy Orton again.
I don't know. I would put Shelton Benjamin on that card too. Shelton Benjamin's fucking brother.
Maybe Big E.
Ooh.
Big E is a big possibility, and I'll tell you why. Because he has been backseat driver for years, and they're fucking trying to push him. And with the whole everything that's going on right now, I see Big E a big contender to be a fucking world champion someday.
Been talked about for years, and I agree. It's time.
Give Big E the belt. They might as well give Big E the belt. He's worked just as hard.
But does he have the notoriety? I think he does. I think he could be I think he could be world champion. He's got charisma up the ass.
Yes. He could compete for it.
His ring entrance is custom made to be a world champion. Whatever town I'm in. You know what I mean? When he comes to the ring, you know who the fuck it is.
All right.
Oh, yeah. We've been hearing his voice for years.
He has charisma. He has mic skills. He has in-ring capability. But does he have the fan response? I think he does.
All right. So, on our final topic, we have our picks. Let's see where they go. But on our final topic, let's just touch on what WWE released earlier, I think last week, the Mr. Royal Rumble tournament. Now, it's not an actual tournament, but it's a fan tournament, and I was kind of curious on how they put this together. So, on one side, they have the greatest winners of the Royal Rumbles, and then on the other side they have the master eliminators, the people who just throw out people left and right from the Royal Rumble. So with that being said, I mean, let's look at some of these individuals that they have on the card. So they have greatest winners, which they have Steve Austin going up against Drew McIntyre, which okay, Steve Austin all the way in my opinion. Batista versus John Cena, Hulk Hogan and Triple H, Shawn Michaels and Randy Orton. Then on the other side for the, masturbator eliminators, we have Kane and Rey Mysterio, Big Show and Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, and The Undertaker and Edge. Now, okay, without having to go through a whole list, out of what WWE has just mentioned for the greatest winners, who, in your opinion, resoundingly steps head above heels above everybody in the greatest winners list?
Steve Austin.
Did you say Ric Flair? You didn't say Ric Flair.
He's not on the list, you fucktard. Shut up.
No, fuck that. Because Ric Flair is the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all fucking time.
I know. The list is a little weird. Like, they put Drew McIntyre in the list even though he's won it once.
Take Drew McIntyre out and put Ric Flair there. Ric Flair made the Royal Rumble what it is. Ric Flair is the first guy that came out and said, fuck you, I'm the real world champion. I'm going to do this. And lasted over an hour.
Thank you, Mike.
He's 712 years old, and he might be dead. We don't know yet.
He's still the greatest wrestler ever.
All right.
Dead.
All right. Well, Ric Flair's not there, but we all agree that Stone Cold Steve Austin is the greatest winner of the Royal Rumble. But what about the Eliminators? So we have Kane, Rey Mysterio, The Big Show, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker, and Edge. Out of those,
it's got to be the mayor.
It's got to be Kane, right?
No, Brock Lesnar is the most dominating competitor ever.
Oh my god!
But you know what, though?
When Brock Lesnar came out to the Royal Rumble, he fucking just did what he wanted for 25, 30 minutes.
And it was boring.
Yeah, but he did with it. By the way, Jimmy Snuka is making his appearance in 1992.
All right.
He's dead.
I have his LJ.
All right, so we got to make a decision here. So, are we all agreeing on Kane or Brock Lesnar? Okay. All right.
Or it's just
all right. So
Brock Lesnar due for a comeback anyway.
Yeah. So, and he will come back. We know he'll come back. So now we've chosen Kane. We've chosen Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now for the winner, you put those two together for Mr. Royal Rumble. Who's winning?
Stone Cold.
It's got to be Stone Cold. Kane's beat him once.
Stone Cold's the greatest wrestler ever to compete in a Royal Rumble. I know that because I just watched like 16 of them.
Kane has only defeated Stone Cold once, and it was in a first blood match for the title, and that was barely even Steve's fault. So that, ladies and gentlemen, let me move this out of the way here. That, ladies and gentlemen, was our Royal Rumble episode for episode 96 of Talking Shop with the Boss and the Box and the Brother.
brother.
I hope you guys like this circle back to our favorite pastime of pro wrestling. I hope you join us on Sunday for the Royal Rumble. If you can, tune into the WWE Network. No, we are not sponsored by them, but that is where you find the Royal Rumble. And play some bingo cards with us, win stupid prizes, and just talk some shit about what's going on. So, 4 p.m., hope to see you all on Sunday. And you can find the discussion in the Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box Facebook discussion group. If you're not there, be there. Lunchbox, where can they find you?
You can find my band at Nothing But Losers on Facebook, Nothing But Losers on Instagram, Nothing But Loser, that is no S, on Twitter. You can also find me at the Almighty Lunchbox on Instagram, and most recently back on Twitter at Loser Lunchbox. And you can find the score at shop_talking on Instagram.
That's right. And Mr. Michael Vanek, where can they find you?
Dude, Mike Vanek sucks everywhere. Mike Vanek sucks on Instagram. Mike Vanek on Facebook. Mike Vanek sucks on Twitter. Mike Vanek sucks.blogspot.com, where you can find a brief history of the Royal Rumble. I like to call it the Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box news split. Anytime they need me to do a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of music news, you can find it there. MikeVanekSucks.blogspot.com. TeePublic, Mike Vanek Sucks merchandise is always available. And, you know, I'm everywhere. Anywhere you got a band, you want me to write about it, shoot me a message, man. I got your back.
That's right. And you can find me on Instagram, as always, at TheRealBrandonBlacker. And find my band Suburban Paranoia on all social media platforms. And just recently, you could find us on all streaming for our music. We just uploaded all of our discographies dating all the way back to 2005, 2006, or whatever. So you can find all the different iterations of the band. Go listen to them on Spotify, Apple Music, shut up, Mike, and everything else. Just go listen. So with that being said, Mike Vanek, what's your final word?
Keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the goal.
All right, good night, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Joanne, for the donation. And be safe out there, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tough world.